Hi there, I'm Luma. If you've been watching my videos, you'll notice that the scenery behind me is really different today. So it's mid-July and I'm on my annual summer travels. I leave my seaside cottage for every July and August. So right now I am in Ontario in Canada in a beautiful area called Muskoka, which is about 2 hours north of the city of Toronto. And this is the beautiful Moon River here behind me. Yes, that's really the name of this river. And I'm on the shores of granite stones, these beautiful forests of white pine and cedar and oak and maple. And this is the land that I grew up on. This is the waters that have educated me, the rocks that have taught me, and all the beautiful creatures, the dragonflies especially here, that have opened up my multidimensional perception. So I'm really grateful to be here and that my family is still living here, maintaining this beautiful property. So themes for July, my goodness, it's July 20th today when I'm making this video. So we have gone through so much already this month, my goodness. So I'll do a little bit of an energetic overview of what we've been through, where we're at, and what we're continuing to move through in the weeks ahead, okay? So themes, one, wired and tired, okay? I can't tell you how many people are telling me they're not sleeping well, their sleep is interrupted, they're not getting a full, 5 to 8 hours sleep at night, okay? So wired and tired. So there's a lot of activation, a lot going through our system. It feels like the days are very, very full. There's so much going on and we're processing. So it can be really challenging to go into those deeper rest states, even though we're longing to, yeah? So if you're one of those people who's experiencing the state of being wired and tired, yeah? We're fully immersed in doing a lot of review, okay? So what are we looking at with these kinds of activations? A lot of old material, old stories, okay? We're in the end of an era very clearly, very, very clearly, the end of an era. So that means old structures, energetic structures, infrastructures, governmental structures, all these kinds of things are not holding. They're very unstable. They're very crazy, very chaotic at times, yeah? And so they're dismantling, destabilizing, yeah? And so when we're looking energetically here at that destabilization, this feeling of being very wired at times, very exhausted, okay, so we're running like high amplitudes of very full, robust frequencies of light and life force energy through our systems that we're just not used to. We're used to kind of operating on a low level of light essence and life force energy, okay? And it's coming back up. So it can make us feel tired because we're shedding off a lot of old settings of very like narrow pathways where our life force energy could go through. Suddenly they're opening up, widening up. A lot of residues, like old plaque buildup is getting cleaned out, washed out, okay? So excuse me, there's a few mosquitoes around here this morning. It's very early morning still here. All right, I'm just gonna pause here for a moment, just take in this gorgeous, calm river flowing behind me. Here in the background, this beautiful pine tree overhead. And just take a deep breath of a sigh of relief and release when you can. Yeah. And it can feel that tiredness and that wiredness can feel like there's so much to do. There's so much going on. What do I pay attention to? There's this happening. I got to do this. Like, this is where we really got to slow down here and be really clear on what is for you to do and what is not for you to do. Yeah. A lot of crazy things going on right now. Be a witness. Don't dive in there. Don't pull chaotic energies or events into your own energy field, okay? Very important when you're attuned to energy, when you're sensitive, when you feel deeply, okay? You got to be very discerning here and what not to take right in and try to process through your system. A lot of people, a lot of energy sensitives have been doing this for years, taking on pain, suffering, chaotic energies from other people, from the environment, and trying to transmute it through your own system to calm people down, to sort things out there so you can feel safe, yeah? These old survival strategies that we can't be working like that anymore. We just can't, you know? I've got a lot of experiences myself where I went, oh shoot, I can't bring that energy into my energy field anymore. I must send it on its way, right? So that energy can go where it belongs. So I'm just with what I need to be working with in my own personal energy field and themes that are in the collective that relate to me personally, okay? And being really, really clear. So I'm just going to send that as an energetic message here of stay in your calm center. Absolutely vital right now, okay? What does that feel like? Right now I'm standing on thousands and thousands and thousands of year-old granite rock. It's been here before the Ice Age, yeah, probably a lot longer than that. These calm waters that have been flowing here for thousands and thousands of years, yeah. So what I do to ground and center is I tune into primordial time. Primordial time, what does that mean? That's the ancient cycles, rhythms, circadian rhythms of the planet that have been here and pulsing and moving for millions of years, okay? So it's like a longer, slower wave of time. So if you tune in with that with me right now as I'm transmitting it through these beautiful ancient stones that my bare feet are standing on right now. Okay, so get your bare feet on the earth wherever you can, or ground in whatever you can, hand on a tree, hold stones in your hands if you can't get out into a quiet, natural spot, yeah. So you can tune in, and these circadian rhythms, going back to problem sleeping, the circadian rhythms are adjusting, yeah. Everything's adjusting right now, so we're going through patterns that had some kind of stability or fixity. Actually, they were more like phase locked and locked down, and those patterns are getting vibrated very, very, like a lot of fast vibration and oscillation coming in to shake out those patterns. So if you feel kind of shaken, that might have that wiry feeling because there's a higher amplitude of frequency coming through that gives you this kind of feeling, and it's breaking down those old patterns and structures, helping them to dismantle, dissolve, disintegrate, because we got this gorgeous cycle of renewal that's already beginning right in the midst of the death throes of the old previous era. A lot to navigate, obviously, okay? So just take another deep breath here. So if you've got an excess of charge coming up in your system, again, this theme of being wired and tired, that could be emotional charge, you could be of things that have happened in the past, other lifetimes, other timelines, ancestral material, yeah. So a lot of reviewing and releasing here, a lot of discharging of a build-up of charge, which of fear and trauma that's been running our systems internally, our body systems, our nervous systems, our infrastructure systems, financial, governance, medical systems, you know, all the big educational systems, yeah, big systems, yeah. So discharging that fear and trauma energy charge that's been in there and discharging it, yeah. So again, really important, keeping this calm and grounded center. Yeah. Ask the trees to help you out here. Look for the largest or most, the ancient, the oldest tree near you. Yeah. Do your grounding there. Very important. Yeah. Here we go. So we're letting go a lot of old attachments here. And this can feel very unstable and can trigger a lot of fear responses, a lot of old survival responses. You know, I talk a lot about these kinds of things. So again, where I have to release a lot of these attachments. So I'll use myself as an example. I've been spending time in Toronto and here in Muskoka with family. Again, the land and places and people that I grew up with, and doing my deconditioning. Yeah, yeah. What's authentic to me? What's the deeper truth that guides my life? What are the deeper energy currents that I'm supported on? Yeah, what are these beautiful currents of life that are carrying me? And letting go of all the surface conditioning, programming, yeah, dramas, the traumas, the emotional highs and lows. Yeah. So we're going for a deeper sense of stability here as we're letting go of a lot of attachments. Yeah, so there's destabilization sort of on the surface layers, a lot in the mental layers. Oh my God, the freaking out kind of stuff. But we got a deeper level of stabilization that's supporting us, okay? Often when we're spiritually oriented people, we will go to higher resources, right? We'll go up and out. What's really important now as we're going through this, clearing out of a lot of chaotic and charged up energy is to go deeper, go down and go deeper. Yeah. Just think ancient rocks, stones, ancient trees, primordial time. Here we go. Time's a little bit goofy, more than a bit goofy right now too. So our sense of time is changing very much. So we're shifting into what a lot of people are calling crystalline time. It's very multi-dimensional quality of time. Yeah. So we can be aware of many things happening in different kinds of timelines. So we got the time and rhythms and pulses of the earth. We got primordial time. We have galactic time, planetary time. We've got the timing of our souls. Yeah. We've got timing of the celestial realms. And they're all permeable and opening up one into another. So it's, again, if you feel often or sometimes that you're walking around in a dream or dreamlike or very surreal kind of reality, that life has this quality right now. Again, coming back to this feeling of wired and tired, feeling kind of tired and sleepy, like you're in sort of a dream state, but you're awake and all of this is happening, okay? So let's take another deep pausing breath here, seeing the beautiful stillness and reflection of the trees in this beautiful moon river flowing very calmly here behind me. One more thing I'll speak about here is, again, this letting go and releasing the end of an era, yeah, of things that were very familiar to you, things that you loved, things that you enjoyed that don't have that same feeling for you anymore, or they're not available to you anymore. Literally, like the past is disassembling behind us, so we're no longer have to write our future from our past stories. Yeah? A lot of people speak about this. Yeah? It's actually true. Yeah? So being really present, authentic in who you are right now, what's possible going forward, and understanding how things come into manifestation too. There's still a timing, there's still a bit of a time lag. Things are not instantly manifesting, but they sometimes do get really, really fast. Yeah. Things can change very, very quickly. And as we're building new energetic structures, there's we want to have things sound and stable in ourselves as we're moving forward, okay? As things are changing really quickly, but we're also building new structures within us, new levels of awareness, expanding. Another theme here, expansion, yeah? We're moving out of deep states of contraction, and that's where we get that chaotic energy, or things are moving too fast, that feeling of rushing, and then we just need to open wide, yeah? It's the Moon River song, wider than a mile. This one's not wider than a mile, but think of that widening, open, wide, and that slows the current down, that slows the velocity down. So in any kind of volatile situations that may be arising in your life, in relationships, emotionality, if you're watching the news, pretty kooky. Yeah, so you want to widen and expand. Yeah, so all of that can just keep flowing through, flushing out, releasing, letting go, taking those sighs and breaths of relief and release. This whole big cycle's ending, crumbling. There's new beginnings happening. There's a renewal happening. Yeah. So over the next month and a half, I'll be traveling onwards from Ontario over to England through Devon, Cornwall, and then I'll be heading up to Scotland in August. So I'll be making a few more videos with different backdrops happening behind me, and so you'll get sort of different qualities depending on where I am as I'm tuning in and plugging into the energy of the places where I'll be traveling to. So hope you continue on to watch my next videos coming up through the rest of the summer. Take good care of yourself wherever you are, and you can check out the links below. I am still available, limited availability for doing my one-on-one work. I still have some things happening over on Patreon for the summer as well, so you can check those out in the links below. Thank you so much for your time, for watching, for your beautiful attention, your wonderful comments. Please, I love reading the comments. Please read through. There's lots of people who are experiencing things similar to you, and when you share, that helps to validate your experience and know that you're not alone in this very amazing, exhilarating ride that we're on. So remember, widen, expand, and slow down, and take it easy where you can, okay? All right, see you next time. Thanks for listening.